I'm about to give you a couple reasons why money matters. So, when I was about 10 and my brother was about 6, he came into my bedroom. He had his own bedroom. My mom had her own bedroom. And I used to love to save money. So he came in and he was like, bro, what's that? I'm like, what's what? He said, it looks like there's money hanging out of your drawer. I had this, what they call cubby drawers, like a desk in my room. And I had a lot of money in there. So I was like, oh, it's nothing. He said, bro, let me see. So I was like, I tried to slap his hand away, and he just ran away. I'm like, okay, that was weird. So a couple moments later, my mom came in my room. I was like, hey, mom. She said, hey, son. She said, your brother told me that you have some money in your drawer. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, and she was like, let me see. And he, like, was like, yeah, bro, let me see. So I was like, okay. And I pushed the drawer in, and money just, it was like a money printer, like a money gun. It just came out in holes. I'm like, whoa, I didn't realize how much money I had. So my mom counted out. It came to be about, if I believe correctly, $600 to $800. Keep in mind I was 10. So a lot of that I had saved from like birthdays and holidays, maybe some odd jobs. We didn't really do chores back then. And she was like, you know what, Lance, this would really help out with the bills. And I thought about it. I wanted to say no, but I knew that wasn't the right thing to say. So I'm like, no, that promised me. It was like, kind of screwing my family. Like, this is my money. And my brother was like, we're rich. I'm like, y'all rich? You mean I'm rich? Being a selfish kid. So I said the only thing I could say. I was like, you're right, Mom. And she took a lot of the money, and later on I got a bank account set up. Keep in mind I was 10. That's before I was kind of putting money aside for video games, but I was kind of just prioritizing growing, not even knowing really what a bank was, not really knowing about investments, not really knowing about all this adult stuff that we learned later in life. I just always needed some kind of money, still to a lesser extent to this day. With that being said, the first thing I want to talk about is how money, actual cash, is its own entity or phenomenon where it's almost like a magnet. The more of it you have, the easier it is to get more. If you have $100, it's easier for you to get $1 bills. $1,000, easier for you to get $5 and $10 bills. $2,000, $3,000, $20, $50, and $10,000. It's easy for you to get hundreds of dollars, $100 bills. It's a magnet. Second thing is, I know it's not as popular, but if you can make 4 quarters or 10 dimes stretch, those dollars add up. So I would say spend coins, save cash, as long as you're not being extravagant about it. Like, still pay cash every once in a while. Third, we have to talk about like gold and silver and precious metals. They store value. It's a good way to hedge yourself against inflation and debt. Sorry, it's raining, so I'm rubbing my face. Fourth, water got to my eye. Fourth, use debit as a means to pay off credit, and then you can operate based out of that. Sorry, I thought the camera paused. And fifth, finally, understand that there's enough money out here for all of us. It's America is over $35 trillion in debt. So they're not expecting us to pay it off, right? They say once you get past about 104,000, you have gone past your basically expectancy, because they say, okay, there's 365 million Americans that are documented. So that means 104,000 times 365 million will put us close to 36 trillion. So if we get past that, once you make 100,000, it's like an infinite money glitch. So that way we can set our expectations and make it more realistic and understand that people have been humbled to the point, not humbled, but humiliated more so to the point where we feel as if we don't deserve large quantities of wealth. We have to be ready for it, and we have to be able to handle a little bit to be able to handle a lot. I just want to share with y'all my thoughts on why money matters. This has been the Lance Stance. Thank you. And maybe if you want, click the link if you don't have Chime.